the devil is that?
Where the heck did that come from? I bet your parents bought it.
Yup. I think it's almost as big as Scarlet is.
Do you?
I dubbed the Unicorn Queen.
Let me see.
Oh, it's down. Put it back on. Put it back on.
Let me see.
That thing's huge.
Look at that.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you got a puffy head.
Do a dance. Do a dance. Dance, 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 dance.
It's working.
Dance, dance, dance. Her little hands going like this.
Here I'm doing a dance, it's a dance, it's a dance, I'm doing a dance. Here I'm doing a dance, it's a dance, it's a dance, I'm doing a dance. Yeah, get it, girl.
Who are you?
Here she's doing a dance, it's a dance, she's doing a dance, it's a dance. Here's a dance, it's a dance, she's doing a dance, 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 dance. You're my daughter, that's who I am, your father, and you're gonna dance too. Go do a dance with your sister, do a dance, do a dance, do a dance with her.
I don't know you.
Oh, you're done? What up, Burches? Today is a difficult day, but it is a good one. It's good because although I just recently lost my grandfather, I know that I will see him again one day. So I thought that this would be a good time to kind of make a vlog in memoriam, I guess you could say, of my grandpa, who is honestly the best grandpa I could have ever asked for. He is my mom's dad, and he's the one grandparent out of all of them that has always been closest to us. Like, he literally lived 10 minutes away the majority of my life. We were over at his house multiple times every week. For a long time when I was a little kid, he lived here with his mother. He took care of her. My great-grandma Young, phenomenal lady, super funny, super incredible, and she raised amazing children. So this is definitely the grandparent death that hit the hardest, you know. He was like another parent to us, like such an incredible man. He was so funny, so witty, so generous. Like, he would give you the shirt off his back, literally, if you ever needed it. Wouldn't even skip a beat. He'd hand it to you before you even knew he was there. But there's so many memories, you know, especially like being in this house. This was his house, and just he definitely always went out on a limb to help you, to make sure you were happy, safe, healthy. Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Here's my favorite photo of all of us. Me, him, and my brother. Don't mind my farmer's stand. It was a different time. Just kidding, I still have a farmer's stand, let's be honest. But, oh man, Gary L. Young. Superb human being. And truly loving. Best hugs ever. He would give you little back tickles every time he gave you a hug, and he'd exuded love, you know. I remember some of the best times were just riding on his motorcycle with him, or riding down the freeway in his soft top Jeep, going to the backyard, and he'd have these little metal like electrical rods he would stab into the ground to try to get worms, because he loved to fish and he loved to hunt, but he didn't want to buy worms, so he'd go get them himself. This thing was just strapped to a car battery. It was not that safe, but it was pretty fun to watch. Hard-working man. Just such an incredible guy. Like, I aspire to be just as amazing as him, you know? I've been truly blessed with one of the most incredible role models, and I have multiple. I honestly am overwhelmed with how incredibly blessed I am to have these great men in my life. But you know, it's hard. I'm gonna miss him. I love him so much. Like his health had been declining for a while. He had Parkinson's. He had Alzheimer's. Like everything, and it came so quick. Like I was just finishing up work, and I got a phone call and a text from my wife saying, "Hey, like your grandfather might be passing." And so I rushed over there, and it was incredible because he had gone so fast. Like he went through the death process really quickly, and I got there after my mom and dad were there, my uncle and nephew or cousins were there, my sister was there, and so we were all just waiting for my brother and his kids. And the plan was that once they got there, they would turn off the oxygen and let him pass when he passed. Well, after my brother finally got there, after about 15 or so minutes, we gave my grandfather a blessing of release. You know, prayed that he would be able to pass peacefully and whatnot. And as soon as we took our hands off his head, he slipped away. Like I truly believe he waited for us. He waited for his whole family and friends to be there, and he slipped away so peacefully. Like I couldn't have asked for a better way for him to go. And I as much as it sucks, you know, as much as you'll miss somebody, and I am glad that he's not suffering anymore. I am glad that he's free. He can move. He can fly around. Who knows? He can be himself again, and not be trapped in this mortal body that was just failing. Believing what I believe in God and this plan for us, I know I'm going to see him again. I know I'll get to spend time with him again. I'll get to hear his fun little growl. I'll get to listen to his witty jokes. He was always one of the wittiest and most funny people that I knew, and so it was always my goal to be outwit him in ways, like make jokes and get his comebacks and be wittier to see if I could ever catch him off guard. And very few times I did. I was able to get in a jab or a joke there that he didn't have a comeback for, and so he'd just call me a smarty, which I always thought was hilarious. But such an incredible man. Like it's definitely gonna be felt for a long time. Like, you know, I lost my other 3 grandparents already. My dad's parents died when I was young. My mom's mom died last year, but again, my grandpa was the one who was closest to us, like literally, physically, and emotionally. Like, you know, he gave us money every Christmas. He would have me buy stuff for him and give me a $20 bill for like a $3 thing, and then wouldn't want the change back. And we literally every Christmas growing up, and we'd have Christmas at home, which our parents always did outstanding. It was always a whole bunch of, you know, we were spoiled. And then we'd come over to my grandpa's house that same day, 10 o'clock, every Christmas. And we'd all sit on, me and my brother and sister, we all had our spots on the couch. And he would have a freaking Christmas tree chock full, just as many presents as we'd just gotten at home. And he would sit there and pass them out joyfully and watch us open them. And oh my goodness, he was so generous. He always took care of us, spoiled us, made sure my parents were always taken care of so they could take care of us as the kids. And I don't think I've ever met a man as amazing or as generous as him, and I hope to be like that. Definitely an inspiration. But again, I mean, I didn't want this to be a super downer. I wanted this to be a little memoriam for him and kind of share what's going on here in the Burch family and what we're dealing with and stuff. And again, I still believe every day is a good day if you choose to be, even with the difficulties like this. I didn't have a day where I was like, this day sucks, you know. And this is just me personally. Like I said, when he passed, I felt like it was the best way possible, surrounded by his loved ones, and he finally wasn't hurting anymore. And that meant a lot to me, that he could be free of that. But G-Pa, I love you, man. You are the most incredible person I know, and I will never be able to ever pay back the love and generosity you have shown me. And the only way I can hope to is to show it to others, to pass on what you gave to me. And you know, I'll miss you. I love you so much. I'm gonna miss those little back tickles, but I'll see you again. Let's talk to the girls now and see what they loved most about Grandpa and what they're gonna miss and what they would say to him. Kaylee, what was your favorite thing about G-Paw?
His growl.
Can you duplicate it? That's close. More like. That's right. Kaylee, come back. I've had lots of practice. What else?
Going to go see him.
Yeah, hanging out with him. Good guy. You miss him?
Yes.
Yeah. What would you say to Grandpa if he were here?
That I love him. And he'd probably growl at me. His wheelchair was cool.
Baby. Hi. Do you miss Grandpa?
Mama?
Yeah, Grandpa.
Papa?
Yeah. You know, he loved you a lot. He did. I was very happy when he got to hold you. And he got to meet you. Yeah? Is that what you would tell him if he was here? What would you say to him? What would you say to him? What are you doing over there? You know, I'm sure he understands exactly what you mean.
So I only knew Gary for like 3 years, but in those 3 years, I just know him as being the most incredible grandpa ever. Like he lent us his house. Like this is his house. And I think that is just amazing that he would let somebody live in his house and renovate his house and make it into their own home and kind of give that part of his life to somebody else. He was so giving and never would ask for anything in return. I can't like tell him thank you enough for letting us live in his house and to be able to help us build our family. But I am so grateful for the knowledge that I have that families are forever and that we will get to see him again one day. And I know he's around watching over all of us, and I'm gonna miss his little like shimmy when he's trying to get his legs to go before he can start walking. And he was just a cute old guy. Like, I don't know, there's just something about like old guys that make them like cute. Like he's just so funny and friendly and witty and would just say the most random things ever. And it was just always a good time being around him. And with the holiday seasons coming up, I know it's gonna be hard for all of us since I've gone through this not too long ago with my own grandpa. And I'm just I don't know, it's hard, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it together as a family, and we'll see him again one day. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, friends. A lot of love for this man. He will be very missed again. But thank you so much for hanging out. I know this wasn't a super exciting video to watch, but I wanted to remember my grandpa and make something that'll basically immortalize him forever. Thanks again for hanging out. Thank you so much for all your kind words, reaching out to me on Instagram. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me and my family. But also just a reminder, hug your loved ones, especially in this insane time that is the year 2020. Hug the people you love. Keep them close. Tell them you love them. Be around them as much as you can, because you never know. But thanks again, guys. We love you. Bye.